Hi friends, welcome back. This video, fair warning, is going to be a very meta techie kind of video. We're going to be talking about how we store our videos and our photos and all sorts of things. So if you're here for an adventure, I will kindly link you to the description. Let's talk about storage solutions. It's important to store your things, number one, because you might need them, and number two, because you definitely will need them. I've had this hard drive for 5 or 6 years. It's a 2 terabyte My Passport for Mac. I bought it at the Apple store because this was like the best of the best for Mac, but it's actually failing. We are potentially losing all of our stuff as the seconds go by. That's not true. We haven't lost it yet, but every time I would plug it into the computer, I would get this message, which really frightened me because I didn't know what it meant. Basically, it meant the hard drive was dying and I needed to get a new one. So I reached out to Drobo. I've had some friends work. That was my knee. Did you hear that?
Yeah, that was dramatic.
Yeah.
Are you a robot?
Yeah. I've had some friends work with them in the past, so I reached out to them and told them my conundrum, and they were gracious enough to send us a Drobo, your boat.
The Drobo does not act as a rowboat. It is not waterproof. You cannot use your Drobo as a waterproof boat.
I never claimed to be the most tech-savvy human being on the internet. I don't have the patience to set things up. James actually set up the Drobo. This right here is attached very neatly, clearly, to our router, which is right here, next to our broken Apple TV. Right now, it's acting essentially as our own Google Drive. I'll let James explain all of the technical details. This Drobo is going to be super helpful to us. Thank you so much, Drobo, for sending it to us. We love you guys. Thank you so much. High five.
It's a good idea if you are going to plug something in. See these little doodads right here? See if you can find similar doodads in the back of the device, and then you know which way to plug it in. I just learned that this plate is magnetized. They could not have made this a better experience.
Is it just magnet on there?
It's a freaking magnet. Now, Christina mentioned that this is sort of like our own personal Google Drive. Google has big server buildings.
It's row upon row upon row of machines.
We have a tiny 1/1,000,000th of that in our living room right now, which is the Drobo. Now, this is not cloud storage. It's here. Therefore, it's not in the cloud. The clouds are out there. Those are the clouds. You can't trust them. This is our apartment. You can trust our apartment.
Unless it catches on fire.
Exactly. Now, there is this method called the, I don't know, it's like 3-step or method or 1, 2, 3 method or something like that.
So our first backup would be our hard drives, which live in here. Our second one would be the Drobo, which lives on the other side of that wall. And then the third one would be our cloud-based service, which we have a couple of them that we use for different reasons. I would like to one day mature to be the fine creative adult that has a full cloud storage service option, but we're just not there yet, fam. Like a fine wine, it takes time to mature to become one of those creative adults.
So this particular Drobo system is known as a NAS system. It allows us to access it over our local network. So on my computer, I don't have to be plugged into the Drobo. Also, we are able to access it from off-site whenever we're running around in the middle of the desert from our phones and from our computers as well. Now, as far as accessing it away from the apartment, we haven't spent a lot of time playing around in that realm just yet. The app on the App Store, the Drobo Access app, I believe it's called, has between 1 and 3 stars. So it's not a great sign, but we're gonna poke around with that and see how that feels. Now, another thing is the way that this system works, and the way that a lot of these backup systems work, is you have redundancy. So in this case, this rack has 2 or 3 hard drives in it that are copies of the same backup. So if one hard drive decides to fail, the second hard drive has that same data on it. So it's designed to keep your data very safe, which I think is really interesting.
So I have the app downloaded, I'm opening it, and we're going to try to set it up here. Server address. What is a server address? Okay, so
I am registering something on a page. I don't know if it's the same registration I should be doing to get the address for this. I don't know if I'm going to end up in the place I think I'm going to. And to be honest, this has been a little bit of my experience from the beginning. One of the things that was a serious struggle for me in the beginning was accessing my files on my local network at all. So I ended up having to call somebody and him explaining it to me. And I don't think I should have to call support to use a product in its most basic form.
But the support guy was very, very nice.
The support guy was great.
And he knew what he was talking about.
Yeah.
There's a lot of support people that you feel like they're just kind of blowing smoke up your butt. So kudos to the support guy.
I'm trying to make it go up without me using my legs. I feel lightheaded.
Oh, jeez. I didn't tell you to start recording. Okay. Well, this is what James and I do while we plan. We just finished planning a new podcast episode, and I am feeling all the blood rushing out of my head right now. So I just checked the web address that Drobo gave us with the whole setup thing, the conundrum that we have been doing for the past couple minutes.
Let me get my act together over here, guys.
File storage is not a joking matter.
No.
No. Yes.
People die every day
Yeah, people do die every
from
day.
bad file storage systems.
Not necessarily.
Bad network attached storage systems.
I feel like you're not being as serious as I would prefer. So, we are going to test it out. Serious face. Yes. What's the website? Oh my gosh, you're not being serious. Okay, I think we're in. Yay. We're gonna go to photos. We're gonna go to Haiti. Why not? Why the heck not? This is back when James used to edit everything with such a moody, like, horrible edit. It was just so bad. He still stands by the art.
I don't have to respond to that.
Yay. This is a sepia art piece from James the Red. Follow him on Instagram. He arts really good.
Okay, I only halfway stand beside that one.
I don't know what this photo is about. At any given point in time, we can get a phone call to say, hey, do you want to come with me to whatever place? And, you know, typically we say yes to those things, and it's so great to have a deep archive of all of our things, trips from 2012 when we went to Haiti, trips from when we first visited Utah, all of that basically in our phone. All in all, I love having the Drobo at the tip of my fingers whenever I'm working from home, and now whenever I'm working remotely, to be able to jump back into the past and grab some deep dive archived footage. And I know that it's secure because I have the redundant hard drive space in the Drobo in and of itself. Now, on a daily basis, I use this. I don't use the Drobo on a daily basis because I'm working with hundreds of gigs of footage oftentimes because video files are very big. This is the Samsung Portable SSD T5. It's about the size of a credit card, and the writing speeds are like 500 megabits a second, which is really, really fast according to Google. This is James's. He keeps all sorts of things on here. Memories, books, stickers. James doesn't have a problem working from a hard drive. I hate it with a passion. This is the PG drive. A lot of you guys know I work very closely with Sarah Dici in different aspects, and she got me this for Christmas a couple of years ago, and that was super, super nice of her. Thank you, Sarah. It just makes sense for it to be dedicated to any of the work that I do with her or any of the assets that I have from her. It makes sense. It's her drive. She gave it to me. It should be called Peachy. And then this one is the newest addition to the family. We bought it Saturday.
And it's black.
And it's black.
Oh my gosh.
At any given point in time, I like to have at least 100 gigs free on my computer because you never know when you need to offload an SD card, and I don't like to work from these. So whenever I'm done with a project, it goes in here, and then from here, it goes to the Drobo. Math, it all makes sense.
1, 2, 3.
Speaking of 1, 2, 3, we do actually, now that I think about it, have a couple of cloud storage options that we use quite frequently. The Adobe Creative Cloud, if you are signed up with the Creative Cloud, they give you 100 gigs free. Thank you, Adobe gods. Does Adobe have a CEO? Do we know his name?
I think it's Ralph.
Ralph Sloan. The other cloud storage option that I use is Google Drive. I use that specifically for freelance stuff. To put a bow on this video that was just us filming in the apartment talking about all sorts of geeky stuff, thumbs up if you like geeky things, because I like geeky things. Anyway, I wanted to thank Drobo. Thank you so much for sending us this Drobo. Any criticisms that come from our mouth holes are only meant to make the product better, which honestly, I don't really have a problem with the product, it's more the software. So that's an easy fix. Just get some coders and, you know, do some stuff and yay. Thank you so much, Drobo. Seriously, appreciate it. I am curious for those of you guys who have watched this far into the video, once again, thumbs up for geeky, techie, nerd stuff. More adventures soon to come. I'm curious what you guys use. Do you do the magic trinity of file storage? Are you one of those adults that do that? Because #goals. Or do you have your storage options in different ways? A lot of people use those LaCie hard drives, the orange ones. I like these because they're just so small profile and they're cute.
Solid state.
Solid state?
And they're solid state.
Oh yeah, they're solid state, which is why they're fast. But yeah, comment below what you guys use as external hard drives and what you guys use as file storage, because we're always looking to improve and get better. And honestly, most of you guys are probably more intelligent than us in this atmosphere anyway. So with all of that said, thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned next time for when me go to Asia. Yeah, I go to Asia. Okay, bye.
Hi, James here. I'm currently having a heroic battle with After Effects. Christina said she was going to be in Asia in the next video, and that is not the case. She lied to you. We're gonna have a couple of Idaho videos and then the Asia videos. So enjoy when they happen.